The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Jim, you're next with Howie Carr. Go ahead, Jim.
Hi, Captain.
Hi.
Hey, I'm starting to wonder if this guy's name is really Bo Bergdahl at all.
I wonder. Yeah, right. I mean, sometimes they, when they convert, they take Muslim names, right?
Right. I don't believe anything they're saying now, and it's a pretty good sign of just how mentally ill Obama is. He has narcissistic personality disorder. In his head, he truly thought this guy's story was the fantasy that we now know it to be. And in his head, Obama's head, he thought everybody was just going to love this whole thing.
Yeah.
And somebody with that disorder, they think that the way it is in their head is the way it is in reality.
Jim, I asked the colonel a couple of days ago, is it possible that Obama didn't know what the hell he was doing? And he said there was no way. Now people are beginning to suggest this. No,
the colonel's wrong. This guy is sick. Obama's sick. He is a classic narcissist of the highest degree.
Yeah.
He thinks that the way he wants it to be and the way he believes it to be is the way it really is.
Well, everything has been handed to him throughout his entire life. Why would this be any different, right? He just goes out there and says it. He says he's born in Kenya. Everybody believes him. He says he's born in Hawaii. Everybody believes him, right? So he gets to say whatever he wants. I mean, what would you think of somebody if you found out that they were running around saying they were born in Kenya and then it turned out they were born in the United States, and that they had said both things at various times of their lives? What do you think of people who have different names down through the down through the decades, who change their names every once in a while? Who changes their names? Strippers change their names. Politicians don't change their names. Let's just take some more calls. If you want to talk about Reagan, you can. If you want to talk about D-Day, or if you want to keep talking about Bergdahl, they're somewhat related. I mean, just the how far we have fallen. I hate to be gloomy Gus, but I mean, what can you think when you compare the Bergdahl and Barack Obama to Ronald Reagan or FDR and all the great men who fought in World War II. Tony, you're next with Howie Carr. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, yeah, I agree with you, Howie. It's pretty sad day. The older I get, the less I know, and I just wanted to touch base. I guess it all combines in. First thing is I don't want to take ownership for Obama being part of the country, because I still believe that he was born someplace else, and because anybody else in this world that has to do anything, you got to have credentials, and he definitely hasn't shown them. But
he said he was born in another country, Tony. It's not like some tinfoil black helicopter crowd made it up. I mean, when he was trying to sell his book, he said he was born in Kenya.
I get that. I actually have some friends that were around when he was in school that they seem to believe that there are those documents that are there. So yeah. I guess he says whatever works good for him, and
right.
It doesn't work good for us. It definitely doesn't work good for me. I got young kids, and I'm really sad I feel bad for them. I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't want to be a total pessimist, but I do think that we have to. I think people better smarten up, and they better smarten up quick, because if you forget your past, then you're doomed to repeat it. And
right.
all those people that died, I have had a lot of relatives that have fought in the services, and I had a tear in my eye. I'm stuck in traffic on 495 right now, and I'm listening to the Ronald Reagan, and I get a tear in my eye thinking about all those people that died. So I can be driving down the highway stuck in traffic, and it's pretty sad. I'm not quite as old as you, but close enough. And, you're talking about cover-ups. They had a big cover-up. You mentioned it earlier about those 1,000 people. It was called Operation Tiger.
Yeah.
It was a prelude to the invasion on Normandy, and it segues in with that gentleman that was in the Grave Patrol. They had a trial run, and they actually set them up as sitting ducks to have the Germans see like a practice for the landing, and a lot of those people got killed, and then they never let their relatives know what happened.
Right.
Actually, I think there was something on the History Channel during the past week. It was a great story to listen to, and it's like, we every time you see something, you want to believe in the government as far as trying to do the right thing for people. But it's like the older I get, I'm like, I don't know what to think anymore.
I know, and they're passing on. There was just a tiny obit in the Herald a couple of days ago about one of the last surviving members of the Bataan Death March passed
Not
on.
only him. The last Navajo code talker just died.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That both of those deaths just happened this week. Yeah.
I mean, and that was amazing. I mean, those guys. I mean, like I said, I love history. I love watching about what happened during World War II, World War I, and I'm just like, they got a little segue. Like I said, maybe we should give a shout out to those guys. I mean, I'd gladly give a shout out for that.
Yeah, you think Barack Obama ever would give a shout out to the people who saved the country? I don't know. I hate to be so cynical, but what are you supposed to think? Thanks for the call, Tony.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.